You are watching Junkwaxgenius. It's the channel on YouTube where we open old football cards and soccer cards. What? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to open football cards at halftime of the NFC Championship game. What else are you going to do? We have plenty. What else is going on? There's nothing else going on. You can uh, watch their studio show if you want. I mean, there's no other highlights. It's not like there are other games going on. You can learn about what might happen tonight, or you could watch me open old football cards as soon as we hit official halftime. I think we're still 40 seconds or so from that happening. And in the meantime, let's do some MISL soccer cards. I was a fan of this league as a young man in my heyday of card collecting. And we got some Gillino's. Happy Sunday. Thank you for being here. We've got some soccer cards. We're going to do this while we wait for official halftime. These are not great cards. Pacific, kind of a B-level card company in the first place, premier issue, so working out a lot of kinks. 12 cards, 110 cards set, so plenty of room for duplicates. But with these 4-packs and the way the box has been panning out, I bet of the 48 cards we have here, we're going to get about 6 that are unique. We're going to have a lot of duplicates. Just happens. So we're going to open some packs, and we're going to see what we get as we go through soccer cards, waiting for us to hit actual halftime. So we've got Jeff Cacciatore, Chris Sobieski, Ben Collins, David Burchich, Ray Hudson, Fernando Clavillo, Joey Waters, Victor Moreland, Gary Etherington, the immortal Richard Chinapoo, Kim Rotfund, and Dennis Mepham. So I hope you're paying attention to that order, because we're going to get probably of these 12 cards, I'm going to guess 9 of them are the same. I can already see Ben Collins, right? We got Ben Collins. Yeah. So I see Ben Collins right here through the wrapper. It's going to continue. This is just the way they came. I didn't do anything. I'm not making this up. But there we go. Ben Collins, David Burchich, Ray Hudson. Did we have Ray Hudson before? We did. Fernando Clavillo, saw him before. Joey Waters, saw him before. Victor Moreland, yes. Note the bicycle shorts. I guess maybe the greens were a little too short for old Vic. There's Gary Etherington again. Richard Chinapoo, Kim Rotfund, Dennis Mepham, and then we get into a little bit of the new ones. Mark Curlin and his sweet, sweet mullet. Bernie James, my favorite guy. This would be my gem card of this set if only Bernie were listed as still playing for the Force. Yeah, disappointing when we lost Bernie James to the Tacoma Stars. And then the very tall, or looks very tall, Chris White. He may look tall because his socks are pushed down. Chris White, all right, 6'3", still a tall dude. All right, so we got Bernie James, and everybody else was duplicate, Bernie James and Chris White. Everybody else a duplicate, though. 9 of the 12 duplicates. We go on. We're down to 13 seconds. We'll get to halftime, and then we'll kick off actual football. Let's see what else we've got. There's Ben Collins again, David Burchich again, Ray Hudson again, Clavillo again, Waters again, Moreland, Etherington, Chinapoo, Rotvid, Mepham, Mark Curlin and his mullet, and Bernie James. So no Chris White that time. Otherwise, we've got all these guys before. And the last of the 4 here, we do these in 4-packs because this seems to be like the sequence for how they're sorted. There's Richard Chinapoo. So guaranteed to get another chinny chin. Tino Lettieri. All right, he's new. First time we saw him. He hung a stuffed parrot in the back of his net. That was his gimmick. Jan Goosens. Kevin Crow. All right, so a lot of these are new. There's Jeff Cacciatore again. We had Jeff Cacciatore in the first pack. Back to Chris Sobieski. Back to Ben Collins. So that's 4 packs for Ben Collins if you are scoring at home. David Burchich, again, I think we got 4 of him. Ray Hudson, our 3rd or 4th Fernando Clavillo, Joey Waters again, Victor Moreland, his red flow, his bicycle shorts, Gary Etherington, and Richard Chinapoo. All right, there's our MISL cards. We're 6 seconds away from halftime in the NFC Championship, so we'll just jump back into American football, away from the indoor, that kind of football. We've got a variety of packs here, kind of the junk wax era. We got a stream here at halftime of the NFC Championship, and we'll do the same thing later tonight during the AFC Championship, guaranteed. I mean, what else are we going to do? They don't do halftime shows really on the field, so it's not like we're going to miss out on some awesome music performance, right? And the studio shows, what are they going to tell us? There's no other games. We're not here to watch a lot of highlights, are we? No, we're going to watch some old guy open old football cards. Sorry, I usually open old baseball cards. Today it's old football. We're going to begin with some 91 Topps Stadium Club. We got a few more of those to get through. And, I'm not going to do this during the Super Bowl. So this is it. This is the end of football cards, at least for this season, on the Junk Wax Genius channel. We might do more. Oh, yeah, we've got some Fleer. We've got Score. We've got some Topps. This is 91. More Stadium Club, more Fleer. Pro Set, Upper Deck. Looking forward to the Upper Deck 91. And then a jumbo pack of 92 Topps Series 2 with some gold cards in there. So some stuff to look forward to. We'll begin, though, with one of my favorite designs, football, hockey, basketball, otherwise, 91 Stadium Club. If I ever get a tattoo, it might be that logo. Hope everybody's doing well, enjoying the football as it's happening, or not. I'm surprised the Commanders came back and scored again right before the half as quickly as they did, but what can you do? That's the NFL. Got some literature there. Not technically in halftime, but please hold your complaints. We got Stephen Braggs. I love their old Browns uniforms, looking good. Martin Mayhew, Sean Gale, Ricky Prohl, Mike Crowell, no relation. He's wearing a college uniform. I love that about Topps Stadium Club. No reluctance at all about picturing a guy wearing his college uniform. Keith Sims. Nice. Ed West. Here's Jay Novacek. That's Jay Novacek. I know that because of Tecmo Super Bowl. I think I've been over this before. The only reason I would know NFL player names from 1990 and 1991 is from the Tecmo Super Tecmo Bowl video game for the NES. Jay Novacek, missing a pass. Immortalized forever on your Topps Stadium Club football card. It is officially halftime, by the by. Welcome if you are new to the Junk Wax Genius experience. It's the channel on YouTube where a grown man opens old sports cards. Usually it's baseball. Every now and then we jump into, if you join me early, you watch me open 4 packs of Pacific MISL soccer as we waited for the official halftime to hit. And now that we're in halftime, we're opening football cards. There's a guy named Tunch Ilkin. Tunch. Okay, he's from Istanbul. All right. I'll let it go. Tunch Ilkin, I didn't know was Turkish. Okay. Sorry, Tunch. Browning Nagel. Flipper Anderson. We go from Tunch to Flipper. And Deion Sanders, nice. There you go. Coach Prime just passed over as the coach of the Cowboys. Here pictured in all his Falcons glory. Love that. Hey, a super fan thing. Thank you, blah, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. I do appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. I really appreciate it. Deion Sanders, cornerback and kick returner. Nice card. Pick of the pack. Coach Prime. Let's take a quick look at the backs. If you're new to the channel, we do a little thing called Cardception. That's where we look at the card pictured on the back, the featured Topps rookie card, and see if it is also the card on the front. Stephen Braggs, no. Austin Mayhew, no. No. Sometimes, though, this card on the back is the card on the front. We call that Cardception, a reference to Inception, the movie about dreams within a dream. Cardception is where there is a card of itself on the card. All right. Thank you. I do appreciate the generous. I mean, that's awesome. This is really cool. This is not why I do it, but thank you for the acknowledgement of blah blah blah, and we'll keep going. Absolutely. Let's do Fleer Premier Edition 1990 player photo cards. You get 15 cards in here in the tamper-proof plastic, kind of like Score. You can still push. I mean, if you were the kind of guy that would press a pack to see who's in there, you can, I'm sure, determine who's on the front, who's on the back, and improve your chances of getting somebody good. Ron Morris, for example. We know it's Ron Morris there. I can see it. I'm still going to open the pack. All right. 2 packs of baseball cards every day on the main channel. If you're into baseball cards, definitely please do subscribe. Football, though, a more rare thing. Ron Morris, like we saw through the plastic. John Forcade, quarterback of your New Orleans Saints. Perry Kemp. Keith Jones. Eric Allen. Herschel Walker, nice. I do like the design here. Kind of this arch in the back reminds me of the Hoops basketball cards. I think I may have mentioned that before. And then this elongated football, kind of with that silvery chrome, looking like the Lombardi Trophy. Herschel Walker, that's cool. Farrell Edmonds. Don Mosbar. LT, Lawrence Taylor. Nice. Color headshot on the back. Fun cards. Defensive stats, too, not just a little bio information. Pretty cool. LT, Lawrence Taylor. Mike Malarkey. Greg Bell. Cornelius Bennett. Mike Johnson. Kevin Porter. And Jerry Rice. Had I looked harder on the back of the pack, I would have seen that there was a Jerry Rice on the back. And, you know, collectors, as I open packs, I get a lot of notes from collectors that are like, oh, dude, you shouldn't have opened it. No, I'm not going to just leave it on a shelf because I know Jerry Rice is in there. I'm going to open it up and share. That's me. Thank you. And thanks as well to those who are tuned in. Killinose, Blue Oval, Dewey Thacker. Nice to see you, Dewey. Appreciate you being there. That's right. Rice, baby. I mean, not his rookie card, but any Jerry Rice is good Jerry Rice. I'll take it every time. All right, let's go on to 1990. We're going to keep it in 1990. We'll go on to Score Series 1. Get the player cards, the Magic Motion trivia card. Could have won a trip to meet Franco Harris and watch a game with him. Again, kind of this translucent plastic. If you are that kind of guy, I'm sure there were people pressing these to determine who was inside. I'm not that kind. I'm just going to rip it and share it with everybody. I don't collect football, by the way. I've got this collection. It is a collection, but I'm not actively trying to build a set or anything of football cards. So keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to figure out how to, I don't know, share these with y'all, like, you know, boxes of 500 at a time, something like that. Lorenzo White, another name from Super Tech Mobile, Lorenzo White. Felix Wright, one of those Browns defensive backs, if I'm not mistaken. Strong safety. There you go. Stanford Jennings. Mike Kofer. It's got to be the kicker, right? That's not going to be Mike Kofer. Mike Kofer's got to be the kicker in this case. Yes. All right. Super Bowl trivia. I'm going to read it off camera. Who has coached the most Super Bowl teams? Remember, this is as of 1990. As of 1990, who has coached the most Super Bowl teams? Is it Bud Grant, Don Shula, Tom Landry, or Chuck Knoll. Bud Grant, Don Shula, Tom Landry, or Chuck Knoll. Leave your answer in chat. We'll reveal it in a moment. There's Ron Heller. Oh, our boy Tunch Ilkin again. Great name. Tom Benson, Charles Haley, Eugene Marv, Thurman Thomas, one of those Super Tecmo Bowl legends, Thurman Thomas. We'll put him aside. Carl Lee, Kirk Loudermilk, Lynn James. It's got to be a college uniform, right? I don't recognize the combination of the pants stripe with the jersey and the helmet. It's like a 49ers Steelers mashup there. What are we looking at? Oh, okay. College, Arizona State. I guess that makes more sense. Maybe that's not black. Maybe that's dark red. Anthony Munoz, the Bengals legend Anthony Munoz, Pete Holohan, and Robert Awalt. All right, got a couple. Chuck Knoll is the answer that blah, blah, blah is given to our trivia question. As of 1990, who has coached the most Super Bowl teams? Don Shula, in this case, 6. 1 with the Colts and 5 at the time with the Miami Dolphins. There you go. We all learned something today. Let's get into 91 Tops. We got a 1,000-yard club glossy card inside. Tamper-proof plastic. So just like with, it took baseball a while. You could still get wax paper and gum with 1991 Tops. But they were eventually moving. They were moving to the cellophane. Tamper-proof. There's no wax damage. I approve. Our 1,000-yard club receiver is Haywood Jeffries, another one of those Super Tecmo Bowl names. David Treadwell, another kicker, very exciting. Pat Leahy. Well, it's kicker day in our 91 top set. Dave Waymer, Carl Lee, Billy Joe Tolliver, Mark Dennis, really splitting the numbers there in the jersey. That is a deep V on the the jersey there for Mark Dennis. Jerry Gray, Richard Dent, excellent. Eddie Anderson, Kent Hull, All-Pro, Irv Pankey, Albert Bentley, Anthony Bell, Mervin Fernandez, one of those very fast Raiders wide receivers, and defensive end Jeff Lagaman. Lagaman. I don't know. 91 Tops. Cool. Let's get back into another pack of Stadium Club. I had more of these. Again, I like Stadium Club, so I bought more. 91 Stadium Club. We're still in halftime. Thank you for joining the junkwaxgenius NFC Championship halftime show. We're going to do it again tonight during the AFC Championship. So if you're into watching a grown man open old sports cards, please keep an eye on your game clock and join me at halftime of the AFC Championship. Again, I hope it's a better offering than whatever is on CBS Paramount later tonight. Drew Hill. Drew Hill starts our pack of 91 Stadium Club football. Ricky Reynolds, Leroy Butler, Tommy Kane, Ron Hall, Rod Woodson, a man Browns fans loved to hate, Rod Woodson. Darryl Talley and his mullet. That's pretty sweet. A single card, yep. Gary Zimmerman. The immortal Jeff George. Jeff George. Hey, Paul. Paul, a shout out for his boy Leroy or Leroy. Okay. There's Jeff George. Anthony Munoz again. Nice. Cameo from Pat Swilling. His back end. Jimmy Jones. It's got to be the Cowboy, right? And Anthony Carter. Let's take a quick look at the backs for Cardception. I've explained this before, but Cardception is where the card on the back is the Stadium Club card pictured on the front. We call that Cardception as a reference. There's Darryl Talley again. That's a reference to the movie Inception, where they embed dreams within dreams. It's rookie cards within rookie cards that we call Cardception here on the channel. All right. No such luck this time. So still Deion Sanders from earlier tonight, our reigning champion for the best Stadium Club card. We'll put that up in the corner. Let's do this 92 Fleer Jumbo Pack. I bought it for $2. Retail price back in 1992, $1.99. So had you saved it for 30 odd years, you would have earned your penny the hard way. 32 cards. Let's dig into it. Different design here on the 92 Fleer. I like this a lot. Very simple, very clean. Mark Carrier. Warren Moon. Oh, nice. This looks like a Provisions art card. Warren Moon. Love that. Rob Thomas, not the singer from Matchbox 20, to the best of my knowledge. I'll flip some of these over. I'll flip all of them over. What the heck? Mark Murphy, Todd Light, Pete Stoyanovich, league leader, Robert Young, back when they had to share the stadium, so some baseball infield there in the shot, Lewis Tillman, Darrell Thompson, Michael Stewart. By the way, if you were a fan of football back in the day, or these sets in particular, let me know what cards to be on the lookout for. I may be passing up errors or variations or rookies or something. Mark Schlereth, before he moved to the broadcast booth, Mark Schlereth. Yeah, I apologize if I'm bypassing superstars or legends from the day. If they weren't in Super Tecmo Bowl, they may not click with me. Damone Johnson, Kevin Green. Is that the WWE guy, Kevin Green? Didn't he have a turn like as a heel in WWE? Bern Brostek. Okay. Dave Meggett. Nice. Mark Rippon. Joe Walter. Rich Camarillo. Lee Johnson. And a single bar face mask. Pepper Johnson, no relation. Myron Guyton. David Grant. Eddie Brown. Eric Hill. Mark Collins. Stephen Baker. Bert Grossman. Henry Ellard. Sean Gale. Cameo appearance by the CBS Sports vinyl banner. Loved that. Lawrence Dawsey and Willie Anderson. Paul in the comments confirms what I was trying to remember. Mongo, Steve McMichael, and our guy there were a tag team for a bit in the WWF, probably before they went WWE. Yeah. Some fuzzy memories, I'm going to say, from that era of my life. And I'm not going to explain much more than that. We've got NFL Pro Set here, 1991 Series 1, 12 cards. I think I paid $1 for the pack. That's probably an accurate price tag. As I remember, these are kind of challenging that they don't have the player name on the front. Let's see if I remember this correctly. Let's see if I can actually get into the tamper-proof foil here. There we go. Kind of brittle after all these years. The third period is third quarter is beginning. Stick with me. We'll get through these, and we'll get you back to the game as quick as we can. Yep, here's the trick with Pro Set Platinum. No name on the front. I got to flip them over. Sorry. Albert Bentley. That's Jeff George. 43, Cleveland Gary. Not Gary Cleveland, but Cleveland Gary. There's Mark Rippon. I know that. 72, our center for the Raiders. Dan Mosbar. Okay. Charles Mann. 82 is John Taylor. Not the guy from Duran Duran, but their wide receiver that played opposite Jerry Rice. Steve Largent. Or no, Dave Krieg. Sorry, Seahawks fans. Got ahead of myself. Dave Krieg. There you go. Barry Sanders, pick of the pack. We'll put that one aside. Going up for the catch over the defender is Al Toon. Al Toon. You got Seth Joyner and Chip Lohmiller. Yep. There you go. Okay. That's Back photo by Scott Cunningham. I think I have worked with Scott Cunningham as a photographer before. If it's the same guy, could be. I don't know. I've worked with a photographer. Anyway, more Stadium Club. And then we'll do our upper deck and then the jumbo pack of 92 tops. 91 Stadium Club. Thank you for sticking with me. We're still into the third quarter here of the game. If you want to jump back to that, I understand. This is going a little long, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. I hope you are too. And again, we'll be back during the AFC halftime because, again, hoping it's more entertaining than what they're doing. Chris Miller, Shane Conlon, again, Tecmo Super Tecmo Bowl superstar, Shane Conlon, if you know how to do that little dip and dive to lunge for the sack. You can run up like a 75 sack season with Shane Conlon. Cheating? Probably. I wouldn't do it against a human, but when you're playing the computer, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. Mike Babb, Ken Clark, Brian Mitchell, and Bo Jackson. Fantastic. Love that. I'm going to put him aside. He goes up there with Coach Prime and the Warren Moon art card and the Barry Sanders. Mel Gray, Chris Martin. I have to believe that is not the singer from Coldplay. Chris Martin. Don Warren, assuming that's Don Warren. Jim Jensen, Mark Carrier, and a checklist. I want to get you back to the game, so I'm not going to read the checklist. Sorry. But we'll take a quick look again for Cardception, where nice dental work on Shane Conlon. Cardception is where the card on the front, or the card on the back is the card on the front, and there we have it. A Brian Mitchell. That's Cardception for you. Do we have any more? Cardception after, again, the movie Inception, where they embed dreams within dreams. Cardception is where the card on the back, identified as the player's Topps rookie card, is somehow the card from the front. I don't know how they did it. How does it know? Blows my mind. All right, let's do the 91 Upper Deck. Premier Edition for Upper Deck football. You've got the same kind of Upper Deck quality. $2 for this pack. I believe it. Sounds about right. Thanks, Dewey. I love that Bo Jackson, too. Might be my favorite one of the afternoon. We'll see how we do tonight. Oh, another checklist. I'm sorry, trying to get you back to the game. Otherwise, I don't mind reading checklists. There's Kevin Green again, practicing his WWE crotch chop. Early days of that, maybe. Dalton Hilliard. Andre Reed. I love that they picture him in the snow. Again, also playing against the Dolphins. That's like an iconic photo. Andre Reed playing in the snow against Miami. Heath Sherman. Fly, Eagles, Fly. Lomas. I think that's Lomas Brown, right? Long O. Fred Barnett. Fly, Eagles, Fly. Jerome Brown. Fly, Eagles, Fly. Warren Moon, team MVP card. Nice. Ooh, a star rookie, Todd Marinovich. Were the Todd Marinovich star rookies like the Todd Van Poppel rookie cards from back in the day? Same kind of thing. Would I have been putting this in a top loader in 1992? Todd Marinovich. Okay. Vinny Testaverde. He's got that look on his face like, oh, are you kidding me? And Chuck Webb, another star rookie, wearing the college uniform. Love that. All right, there's our upper deck. And the last thing we've got, 92 Topps Football Series 2, 3 gold cards in this pack. If you know who to look for, let me know in the comments, and then we'll get you back to the game. This will be a challenge. Can I open it? There we go. All right, we got through it. Thank you for your patience. We love the landscape layouts here. We've got a nice one for Jackie Slater. I have to believe that that is Jackie Slater and not off to the right. Derek Walker. I spy another checklist. David Griggs. So at least it tells you now what team he's on, Dolphins. There's our checklist. Nolan Harrison. We've seen Myron Guyton before this afternoon. There he is again, Myron Guyton. Anthony Smith for your Raiders. Robert Young. Jim Jeffcoat. Bill Hawkins. Winston Moss. Henry Thomas. Eric Moten. Donald Frank. DJ Dozier. Like that. Roger Craig with the Vikings. I forgot about that. Okay. I believe it happened, though. They've got a photograph. Lewis Lips. Steve Atwater. Another one of those fast Raiders receivers, Willie Galt. Ernie Jones. Andre Tippett. Dewey with the comment, 92 Topps cards were very nice looking. I agree. Big step up in 1992. I mean, Topps usually had like football and baseball looked very similar. In this case, pretty much exactly the same kind of design across the two sports. But I do appreciate the use of the clean white cardstock. Similar look there, portrait style or landscape style at the stadium. Steve DeBerg, Greg Townsend. The package said there were 3 gold cards in here. I haven't seen a single one. Maybe they're all clustered together. Eugene Lockhart, Thomas Benson, David Little. For the record, David Little was 6'1", 236. More like David Big. Patrick Hunter. Maybe these are our 3 gold cards. Yeah, you can see the Topps Gold logo printed on the back. We'll save those for last breaker style. Build up the hype here. I'll try not to get shook. Jesse Hester. Donnie Elder. Lewis Tillman. Kenneth Davis. Mark Ingram. There's our boy Bern Brostek again. Head so big he's fallen off the card. Bern Brostek. Ray Childress. Wilbur Marshall. Oliver Barnett. Anthony Carter. Ron Stark? Like John, but with an R? Ron? Roan. Ron? Morton Anderson, the immortal Morton Anderson. I think he's still kicking, maybe in the CFL. Yeah, he played forever. Al Noga, and then our gold cards. Jesse Hester. I love the 92 gold cards. I'm a big fan. Love that. Jesse Hester. Don Warren, and Keith Sims. All right, that'll do it for this Junk Wax Genius halftime show. Again, a huge shout out to blah 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 1234 for the super chat or whatever that thing's called. I don't know what it's called. It's never happened before. It's awesome. Thank you so much. First super chat. That's fantastic. All right, we'll be back at halftime. Another mess of packs. We'll do it for another 15, 30 minutes, however long it takes. But we'll get you back to the game. Thank you for watching Junk Wax Genius, the channel on YouTube where we open old sports cards and talk about it. We'll see you in a couple hours. Thanks for watching.